Hopefully
sure.
everybody on the streams have been enjoying the Harry Potter, just to set the mood here. Obviously, we're going for a bit of a wizards theme here with this one, because why not?
I hope you know your spells, Zach. I hope you know your spells. That's all I
I've
can
got
say.
you under my spell. Anyway.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn. Okay, are you good? Are you going?
Yes,
All
I'm
right,
going. I'm
great.
ready.
Let's switch into game then, and welcome everybody to Masters and Apprentices. I want to say apprentice, but it's apprentices, apprentice, whatever it is, the plural. That was a great start, wasn't it? It was a fantastic start. I can tell I'm casting with Mailmano because it's already gone to shit within about 5 seconds of starting here. Hello, Mailmano.
This is why you don't advertise when for these promotion of these events, because you know I'm casting it, and then that's it. You just know it's downhill from the beginning.
Downhill
there is no
from there.
expectation.
Yeah,
we can only go from up. That's the good thing.
That's true. We're already at rock bottom, so we can only go up from here. All right, so Master and Apprentices, what is it all about? It is a 4v4 series, best of 5, with 1 Master on each team. That is Team Viper and Team DauT, and 3 Apprentices of varying skill levels, 1k9, 1k6, and 1k4 on Vubli. So yeah, we're going to kick this one off with an Arabia match. We've got Team Viper, obviously Viper here in the yellow, playing as the Koreans. His teammates. So just trying to figure out where he is on the map right now. I'm pretty sure he's actually in the pocket position here. And the other pocket position on his team, we've got Riot Dash to his left in the purple. He's playing as the Portuguese. Riot Dash is the 1k4 player. The player to the north is Viper's flank. That's Angelina Jolie. And he is a 1k9 player with the Berbers. And on the south flank, Henk de Supernerd, the 1k6 player, as the Huns here in the teal. I'll throw it over to you. You can talk about the other team here. It's a bit messy because we started on Viper, who was in the pocket.
Yeah, we started on Viper in the pocket. Christ, where do I begin?
Just start with DauT. Where's DauT?
Where is DauT? He's great, isn't he?
He's down in the south, look. Yeah.
Down in the south, yeah. He's also playing Koreans. Isn't that quite timely? Both of the top players playing Koreans?
Yep.
All rigged.
Got to nerf them with the bad civs, of course.
Alright, okay. So, are you sure he's... Yeah, okay, right, he is in the south. Sorry, I think he's on the pocket. He's on the flank, anyway.
He's on the flank.
Flank Koreans. He's on the flank. He's up against Teal, who's Henk, the super nerd. This is the worst start we've ever had, isn't it, Zach?
Yep.
In the orange, we have good old Project Belgium here playing as the Burmese in the pocket. Just going to take that lovely little ball there. Oh, there you go.
Cheeky.
In the green, we're going to have Carlini. Oh, Carlini, I expect big plays.
Well, he's already lost a villager, so the big play's coming in.
That's a big play coming in, coming in strong.
It's just a noble villager sacrifice to nerf himself in this game.
It's to the gods.
Exactly.
It is to the gods, so, you know.
It's to the money. Fine. It's to the money god. He's going to be rolling in gold this game.
Yeah, well, there we go. So,
yeah.
Hope it all pays off for him. So, he will be supporting good old in the red here, Mr. Fenty, in playing as the Italians.
Miss Fenty. This has been Dip. This has been Dip.
Who's Bean?
You don't know who Bean Dip is? You didn't watch the Golden Grill Awards? She's a female streamer.
Was she smarter in the other person? That was just basically, excuse my language, bit of a shit show. But
what? How dare you talk about my event like that? I'm personally offended right now.
Oh, not the event. It was just more the play. But I mean, I can't really talk, so let's just move on. So Fenty here, Miss Fenty.
It sounds like she's named herself after a dog.
It does.
Fenty. Fenty. Well, what happened to Bean Dip? That was a good name.
You know, I reckon she would have a chihuahua, to be honest, if it would be anything. But anyway,
maybe.
I don't even know the person, but I'm just guessing. God, I'm awful. So anyway, Fenty's gonna be up against Angelina Jolie. Oh, that's a matchup right there. Fenty, Angelina Jolie.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, well, who would you rather be? That's the question. So anyway, we see Angelina Jolie just building that barracks already. Looking to, well, I'm guessing it's going to be either Man at Arms or a Drush, either one of the two. But as it is the new meta these days, oh shit, there's a militia. Okay, well, there we go. It could be a Drush. Who cares? It could be anything.
Well, I mean, to be honest, yeah, it looks like a Drush. 3 militia. Probably scouted already that he's against the weaker player on DauT's team. And with DauT being in the far south of the map, very far away, unable to aid his teammate out in the north, he's going to be trying to do the same on the south, right? He's against Henk. Henk's the 1k6 player on Viper's team, and you see DauT coming in with his militia already, supported by Project Belgium's scout. So the team, or DauT's team, is quite heavily stacked in the south, with the obviously 2k5 and the 1k9 player, that's grey and orange working together. Whereas Viper's team is stacked in the north, with Viper on the north side, as well as the 1k9 player, Angelina Jolie. So we're kind of expecting a bit of rotational movement, clockwise rotational movement, let's say, around the map here.
Just gonna imagine basically the people who are gonna get crushed are just gonna move over to like the empty space essentially.
Yeah. I could just see them going around like in a circle for eternity. They just can't be a winner.
The next hour,
yes,
will just be movement.
Buckle up, folks. We're going in.
Or it's gonna end in like the next 20 minutes. We won't know, but I'm looking forward to finding out. I just see a whole bunch of villagers here from Teal gonna build a barracks.
Yeah,
That is a.
Might want to move on to the gold as well here. I don't know.
No,
what's the plan? Going up to the feudal age right now.
This barracks needs to go up.
Yes, it does. And, well, DauT is hanging around with his militia. Going to be trying to harass some vills out here. And with the help of Project Belgium, he's going to get away with it. Those villagers are trapped. Unfortunately, Henk does have Loom, but that is not going to save the skin of this villager over here. She'll go down. And a good win down here for DauT already, actually, in the grey. So it's like he'll get 2 villagers at least, while in the north side, Bean Dip, our red player here, actually walling herself up quite nicely so far. Look at these walls, preventing the drush from Angelina Jolie from doing anything. Good performance from Viper's Apprentices so far in this game.
Yeah, looking good.
Sorry, DauT's Apprentices.
That's
another one.
Oh, that's 3.
I think that's 2, actually.
I don't know. I see a lot of dead carcasses. I see 3 by
well, you're right, actually. I see that
he's lost 4
Henk's lost
units.
4.
If that includes a scout, then that's 3 villagers in total. The worst part is, right, in that entire engagement in the lumber camp, he built a palisade, the one he just deleted, and trapped those 2 vills in.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that was just unfortunate timing, really. The scout of Project Belgium getting in there and saving the day.
I love the tenacity. He was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna fight them.
Well, to be honest, I'm looking at the other side, looking at Angelina Jolie right now. I'm quite impressed with Bean Dip's reactions here. Does need to get a quick wall off here to stop the militia getting in, but she's actually on point with the walls. Oh, yes, look at that quick walling right there. That is the training from DauT coming into play. We all know about DauT's APM, obviously reflected here in his Apprentices' quick walling on this right side. Nicely done, actually. She's off to a good start in comparison to Henk, anyway. So we'll see how that plays out as DauT continues to harass with the militia right now. I did want to just add as well, we didn't touch on this already, but there's actually a $400 prize pool, which means the winning team will win $100 each. So we know that Carlini in the green here is going to be really motivated to win this. He needs that payout.
He needs that dollar holler.
Exactly. And so I expect to see good things from him. Indian Pocket, by the way. Probably going to get some stables up and see some camels coming out. While Viper is on the way up to the castle age, he'll be the first player up. He's actually thrown down his stable, looking for those Korean knights. And, you know, sometimes if you're in the pocket position and you're the Koreans, you think, well, what the heck do I do? What's the game plan here? But knights are always a viable option from the pocket. But bear in mind, he's going to be playing against Carlini's Indians. And that could go south if Carlini's in the right place at the right time.
Absolutely. Just Korean knights are just a total disaster. But,
oh, yeah.
Well, why not? There's not much else you can do. I guess you can try and forward the other person and do archers or crossbows, but,
well,
you know,
yeah.
even then.
Archers, crossbows, less reliable, really.
Yeah, you just lack a bit of mobility, really, because you just don't have the speed, so it's best to go knight, especially in this particular set of game and circumstances. But then again, he has got Angelina Jolie, who probably handles matters on the right-hand side, and then he can just help his teammates down to the south. Maybe that's what Viper wants to think, but anyway, he's going to get that town centre up by his woodline and one by his gold. Yeah, both smart places to put. And that should be it.
Sorry, I was just tabbed out to fix the overlay because it wasn't showing the POV, so I just removed that. So yeah, I probably wasn't really synced up with the camera and what you were saying just there. But I'm just looking around right now. We're seeing quite a lot of walls coming up for Viper's team. We've got Riot Dash, the 1K4, walling up as fast as he can. And Henk as well, even with the stone wall here, the Hun stone walls coming out. But he's probably doing the right thing. I mean, he's against DauT here, of course. He wants to play it safe. And walls are a very reliable way to save yourself. But
absolutely.
Yeah, Henk going to be relying on the 1K4 pocket to try and bail him out if he gets into a spot of trouble. Yeah. So we'll have to see how that develops.
That's not going to develop well, considering the fact that he's gone Market Blacksmith. Oh, there's a barracks, though. Okay, there is hope.
There is hope. Well, he's playing as the Portuguese. He did gather some stone, so I'm wondering if Riot Dash is maybe after some castle drop. No, has he not gathered any stone? No, he has gathered stone. He gathered 3 stone. Interesting.
He spent it by accident. I think he must have spent the stone by accident or something, and then was
yeah, maybe he built like a stone wall and just yeah, I don't know, something like that. But anyway, Angelina Jolie out now with the camels, and unfortunately for Bean Dip, her map is not great. She's had a pretty easily defensible wood line and a farm area, but the gold's out of position, and right now those camels are coming in hot. And she's not really got anything to deal with that at the moment. She's currently on Market Blacksmith, but no military production building. So she's really going to be relying on Carlini here to pull his finger out and help out a little. He is sending some camels over, but he's going up to 3 TCs first. Whereas, obviously, the emphasis for Angelina Jolie here was get the camels out first, get the TCs up later.
Like it is the case. I mean, it's wonderful, you know, be able to go up this nice and early, I guess, for the flank. But the real question is, what are you gonna do with it? Because the gold is so bad, like in terms of its position, that it's already been capitalized on. That it's not a lot else you can do apart from go trash. And I guess you can try and make spears, take on the camels, but even then, that's not the best. You need to get pikemen first. Oh, gonna go double archery range now alongside it. Okay, well, that still doesn't help. That still doesn't help the matter of skirmishes. In fact, that's a worse option, but oh well, we'll see what happens.
We will indeed see what happens here as we see Angelina Jolie's camels looking for a bit of raiding, not really finding much. And Bean Dip, although she is denied from the gold right now, she has got a gold in the back. She is going to put a TC on that. Nice TC placement, actually. For her on that right side. Meanwhile, Riot Dash managing to get his 2 stables up. Currently sending some knights out to support Henk on the south side. Looks pretty good, to be honest, on this left side. The 2 lower rated players holding out quite nicely. Obviously, DauT right here, interestingly enough, is only on 2 TCs right now. That is not the DauT we've all come to know and love. Where's the 5th TC? It's already 22 minutes of game time. Is this DauT? What's happening here?
I don't know. Now, explain this, please. This is a disgrace. This is an absolute disgrace. Oh well.
But
anyway, crossbows have been though.
Sorry.
Oh, I said crossbows for him.
Oh yeah, going into the expo on the south side. Yeah. While Viper, that's the Korean player on the other team. Viper does go for the knights. He'll actually spot the monk. Will he spot the monk? Viper sleeping at the wheel here. He'll turn to kill the wolf, and there you go. He'll see the monk and prevent Project Belgium from pulling that one in. But yeah, I do want to highlight, we should think about where Viper's going to put his attention this game, where DauT's going to put his attention. Interestingly, DauT's not played too aggressively so far in the Castle Age. And Viper, instead of going to harass Bean Dip on the north side, he's actually sent his knights down south towards DauT's area of the map. So probably thinking about strategy there a little bit on, in terms of who to focus in on.
I'm just taking a look at Henk right now. He's still not up yet. I'm still waiting for him to click up. He's got 500 gold in the bank, 500 food. I mean, it's great that he's got stone walls in the front, but the back is all palisade. So if DauT just goes around, if he sees it, he should be able to break on through. I would have thought he would have stonewalled the rest of it, but
well, to be honest, I think we're going to see something from Riot Dash here. He's got bloodlines on his knights. No +2 defense, though, so could be a little bit susceptible to this arrow fire. But if he groups his units and goes for the fight, he could clean up DauT's army, I think. See if he chases that down. It looks like he'll turn, and that will, of course, help to keep Henk safe. Well, he does click up to the castle age now. Bear in mind, Henk didn't get off to the greatest of starts. He's had to put a tower up on his gold. He's walled off with stone, so it's inevitable that he's going to be slowed down. And it's also inevitable that DauT's army is going to die right here. Viper and Riot Dash grouping together, their knights coming in, and they'll clean that up with very little loss overall. I think 2 knights, 1 knight even, going down. Not bad at all there for those guys.
Great communication. I'm wondering if they actually all on a team. Were they on TeamSpeak or something at the time, like in their own separate teams and talking?
Oh yeah, they were communicating with voice. As far I know, Carlini's team was. I'm not sure about the others. But look up in the north side. Bean Dips managed to actually get her TC up on the front. That's a really important TC position. We saw him, that very exposed gold and stone, but now she's got that on lockdown, and she's looking for a castle as well. I think Italians this game will be fairly good. If Genoese crossbow here late game could be very nice. Berber's likely to go heavy into cavalry.
Ooh, that's a sick mang shot. Oh,
up in the north.
Yeah, by Angelina Jolie, yeah.
Yeah, it was good, but didn't take anything down. But he's going to close this in. Yeah, this is going to be good.
Dead.
Oh, she's trying to see if she can micro this. She might get the mangonel, but look at the splits.
Look at the split.
She's got it, but she will lose the army. It's just not going to work out. The castle's up for Angelina Jolie over there, and obviously the camels can clean things up. But nice try anyway.
Wow.
Just a little bit of unfortunate positioning, going in a little close to the wall, perhaps. But yeah, down in the south.
Yeah.
We're looking down in the south. What are we looking at?
I'm looking at Viper taking on some crossbows of DauT here. A little bit of, here we go. The top players at it. Here we go.
They are at it. Riot Dash coming in as well. DauT, no walls to speak of. Riot Dash has completed his +2 defense as well now on the knights, so a little bit more resilient to the arrow fire. We've even got Carlini coming over to the defense of DauT. This is where the Indian camels are going to be in their prime. Henk showing up as well, though. It's 3v1 versus DauT right now. I can only assume a very coordinated attack from Team Viper right here as they try and gut out DauT's economy, and they're succeeding as well. Brutal.
Yeah, Henk's coming in now.
Henk is coming in hot. Look at that.
Man's not hot.
Give me some of those villagers.
Yes, he's going to pick that one up by lumber. There we go. Down you go.
Beautiful. Well-executed attack from Viper's team right there. DauT, how much did he lose? He's down 64 population, losing his whole army, and losing quite a lot of villagers as well, plus the 21 idols that he has right now. DauT has less villagers than the 1,400 on Viper's team right now. Viper's Apprentices
brutal.
Doing great.
Brutal stuff. Good news, though, is that Belgium is about to hit Imperial Age at a pretty impressive time, actually. It has to be said. 30 minutes 55 is when he hits it. But he has been pretty much booming the entire game. And it reflects the stats at 117 bills. So this is now where he has to really come up big here. And he's going to go into those battle elephants. So let's see how that works out. Oh.
Yeah. So, I mean, the thing is, Project Belgium's been a little greedy. I mean, he's kind of left DauT a bit out on the limb right here. He's not really supported his flank. He's like, you're the 2k5. You're only against the 1600. You'll be fine. But then DauT gets tripled, and there's no backup from his teammates, really, apart from, of course, Carlini's camels coming over. But obviously, once Project Belgium gets that Imperial Age, which he has now, once he gets those elite battle elephants, we could see the tides of the battle turning. We could see it start to push back. And in the meantime, we've also got Angelina Jolie going strong in the north. So it is looking a little dicey for Team DauT right here, I would say, at this stage.
Yeah, it's looking very dicey. Basically taking out the top player, essentially, on their team. DauT putting him way behind. Vipers in the pockets, going to Imperial Age. It's really important that, that Project Belgium comes up big, because otherwise... this game could look pretty over, pretty quick rate. Meanwhile, though, Carlini's now actually up to the Imperial Age. He's going to get that plate binding armor, and in comes the Indian camel in the next few minutes. But Angelina Jolie is pushing up strong, though. Castle drop inbound right on top of this TC of Bean Dip. Sorry,
you sound so unsure of yourself.
Yes, who calls himself Bean Dip? Nothing against you, Bean Dip. Probably a lovely person, but just don't get the name. But anyway.
Well, there's an explanation underneath her stream, actually, of why she's called Bean Dip. Okay. It's to do with boob flicking or something.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go read. Go educate yourself.
Okay.
Angelina
anyway.
Jolie, though, is coming across the map now with the battle elephants. Is he making a beeline towards Viper's base? He could be. Obviously, so far, not really showing much intent to save his teammates. He's on the warpath across the map and looking to just basically demolish Viper's base right here. Viper in the Imperial Age, and as far as I can tell, no anti-cavalry on the map at all. So gonna be a while before he's ready. Oh, look at this classic Viper troll here. 6 monasteries coming up in the center of the map to deal with these battle elephants, but his villagers are already running to the hills.
Yeah, get out of there. Cavalier's actually done for Viper as well. He's just gonna start again harassing DauT with that small group. I didn't say it's small either, would I? And anyway, he's gonna come in actually now towards Belgium's base.
Yes.
I don't know. Let's try and do some raiding, I think.
It's a base race right now.
Yep.
But what would you rather have in your base? 20 Cavalier or 20 Elephant Boys? I mean, come on.
Elephant Boys? Is that what they are?
I don't know.
Is this stemming from the Oily Boy? Oily Boy, Elephant Boy. What's the next boy coming out?
But what we are seeing right now is Viper rushing a castle on this left side. That is messy, as the battle elephants just spearhead their way through into Viper's farms. He's pulled off all his farmers right now. Economy looking in total mess while he prepares to send the monks backwards, I assume. He's got those 6 monasteries in the center.
He's getting absolutely destroyed here. Viper's getting absolutely destroyed. Look at this. Oh my god. He can't do anything to stop it either. He really needs Angelina Jolie's help. But I think Jolie's a little bit preoccupied right now by Carlini and Bean Dip.
Yeah, I also just want to really highlight the fact that Viper has 42 idle villagers. That's not good. Look at the TCs going down. He's just tearing him down with the elephants. Viper was not prepared for this. And Angelina Jolie. Well, no, let's be honest.
No, I wouldn't be prepared either.
Angelina Jolie bringing the camels over, and obviously the battle elephants are like, what are these little sticks bouncing off of my glorious battle elephants? Viper's in trouble. He looks like he's almost knocked out right here. And meanwhile, his counterattack has been, well, cleaned up, I would say.
It's all the entire base is cleaned up for a start for Viper. Like, this is just awful to see. I bet by the time it's like leaning towards Riot, like Riot Dash, a little bit of help here, bud.
Yeah, I mean Riot Dash is down in the south looking to hit DauT
Exactly.
with his knights, right? He's doing Cavalier right now. They probably need to direct some attention south. They are.
They're in though.
Are they in? Oh, they are. They're in now.
They're in. Here we go.
Yeah, I find it hilarious how both Viper and DauT end up getting shafted the hardest in these games.
Absolutely.
It's like, hold on a second, aren't these the pros?
They're probably the master, but again, absolutely beaten up by these apprentices.
Yeah, indeed. But I know I'm only kidding. Obviously, we know why that is. But I like on the right side we've got the Imperial camels out for Carlini now. The Berber camel archers for Angelina Jolie. Obviously, the Imperial camels from Carlini are going to do a number on them as they've started to push this back as well, taking out those castles while Angelina Jolie has been preoccupied defending Viper at home. It looks like the castle may stand and the elephants will be cleaned up, but all in all so far, would you say that one team is significantly ahead of the other? I'd say it was pretty close still.
I would say it's pretty close still. At one point, I was like, oh crap, it's bad for Viper. But he seems to be controlling the situation okay now. Those monasteries coming up should hopefully try and convert as many as he can, if he gets the conversions off. But now they're not in his own base. That's the good thing. Meanwhile, DauT's in a heap of trouble. Again.
Well,
actually, no, I lied.
He's being bailed out. The Bank of DauT right here, getting some support from Project Belgium.
Alone.
We might see some more elephants heading over that way very soon, while Belgium is basically just donating his elephants to Viper's monks right here. Doesn't look like you'll be able to clean up these monasteries, and maybe needs a tech switch this game.
I haven't really checked up north towards Angelina Jolie, but looks like Angelina Jolie's having a few problems of her own. Or his own, sorry. I forget. But this seems to be holding the line just okay, but I imagine that the situation could get a little bit worse as basically, the more time it has to defend up top, the worse it gets, because Bean Dip should get herself back into the game.
Yeah, she had a pretty rough start, but she's getting there. I feel like for Bean Dip in this game, getting the Genoese crossbows would be a really good supporting unit here, because they'll have the bonus damage versus cavalry, which is obviously the camel archers as well. And yeah, I think that with that and the camels, I mean, we know that these camel archers are insane, but Genoese crossbow and Imperial camels, I think that's the way to go. Meanwhile, we've got Carlini just walling up the center of the map, getting a big team wall going. And I think that's pretty smart, because you don't want any sneaky Viper attacks sort of coming down the middle, right? You want a bit of a warning if any raiding is coming in.
That, and wants to protect the trade. Looks like they want to get trade going as well. So if trade will even get established by this point, because poor DauT is once again back under pressure. There's yes, requiring Project Belgium here to bail him out with another set of battle elephants.
Yeah, I think these battle elephants would be very useful on the right side as well, just to tank up a little bit more. Look how tanky they are. They can tank like 2 volleys of arrows from this massive camels. As long as he avoids the monks, he can still put them to great use. I just wonder if Viper's going to be able to get a lot of monks out. I mean, he's already converted a good number of them, and you don't want to be in the wrong place when those monks are in town. Although on the left side, they're also pushing back really nicely as well. Project Belgium really carrying this game on his shoulders right now.
He is putting in such a good effort here. The good thing of Viper now is the fact that now he's established the middle bit is okay and his base is now okay. He's now able to help on the right-hand side. So this could be a little bit problematic for Belgium's team, because, again, Bean Dip still not quite there yet with any reasonable amount of units. She has 6 speak of, and is now requiring Carlini's best efforts to take care of the situation. We'll see what happens in this fight up top.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be a big one. Looks like Angelina Jolie may have overcommitted a little bit there. I don't know. Viper's bringing in some halberdier to support. Looks like the sheer numbers are going to work out.
I think there's enough frontline presence with the halberdiers. It's just, and then you've got an absolute ton of camel archers, by the way. Good grief.
Yeah. So many. Well, he had a lot more before he lost some there, but he's already, well, he's still got 40 on the field. And these guys are really strong. The presence of like heavy cavalry is really valuable in this situation. But now Viper's got the halbs here as well. Could be tough for the pushback on the right side. On the left side, though, look at those elephants go. Tearing down the castles, taking out the military production buildings, and knocking on Henk de Supernerd's door. That doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of resistance there, as Viper now brings down his halbs to the south side. And I feel like Viper's team is playing a little bit more reactionary at this stage of the game. They're kind of chasing down, or like sort of constantly on the move to try and deal with with Project Belgium, I mean.
This is rough. I haven't seen much coming in from Riot Dash at this point. I think Riot Dash is getting Bracer, looking to transition out of Cavalier and looking towards Arbalest.
They just need more halbs. I mean, they need to deal with these battle elephants. Halbs would be perfect. I mean, he is making halbs. Don't get me wrong. He's got the 3 barracks down here, but there's just not enough numbers. Obviously, monks as well. But all in all, right now, this looks like a pretty unstoppable push. Looks like Project Belgium will clean up Henk's base, while on the right side, they're kind of just trying to hold the line here with these castles. And Bean Dip's certainly not under nearly as much pressure as Henk, in comparison.
Yeah, definitely. Henk's under a lot more pressure right now, and I think really it looks like Anthony needs to get a move on to try and force something from Belgium, because Belgium's not sending anything up here. He's just going full committing on his left-hand side, which is absolutely fine. In fact, it's great, but yeah, and it's not really Anthony Jolie's fault. It's just that this is what needs to happen. Like, it needs to force something on the right-hand side to get some attention. Otherwise, it's just going to be a steamroll on the left-hand side. Fortunately, though, Viper has been sending his monks over to try and convert some of these battle elephants, and that has been pretty valuable so far.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many. We'll check how many conversions he's got at the end. But I feel like Viper's got a good number of conversions so far. And for now, they have kept Project Belgium from completely obliterating Henk's base. Viper just coming in from the rear with the monks now. This could be huge, actually. I think he's going to get a lot of conversions here.
Yeah, it could be. So far, Viper has 35 conversions.
Not
so
bad,
that's quite
not bad.
That's quite a few. Not terrible, to say the least. But they are getting picked off here. Needs to get some support in. Oh, these monks.
Oh dear.
They're all dead. They're all dead.
Yeah, the splash damage as well from the elite battle elephants helping out there a lot too. Jeez, it's gonna hurt. Okay, I thought that would be good. A little bit of lack of control perhaps, but most of Project Belgium's elephants have been slowed for now. What are we oohing at? The top side?
The Condotieros?
Oh yeah, they're on the way out.
Oh yeah. Why not, huh?
They're coming. The Condottiero really actually... well, at the moment, they don't have any upgrades, really. They've got +1 defense. But it's a bit of a distraction, I guess. I mean, this attack on the north, okay, that's going to have to force Angelina Jolie to maybe think about dealing with that one way or another. And that's going to slow down the push on these castles, perhaps. Or maybe he will just ignore it altogether here. But I don't know, we'll see.
It's a real threat. I mean, they can't really break down buildings particularly well, especially stone walls. It's going to get a fortified wall, drops a castle up there, just... Yeah, it's fine. It's not a real concern, I don't think. Just gonna make sure it's walled up.
Yeah, you got that.
In fact, it gives a good opportunity actually for Angelina to make a move here because the entire army's up there trying to break down a house, and at the same time,
yeah, that's true.
Arlene's castle now under threat by these two trebuchets.
That's very true. I think you're right, and I think that Angelina Jolie is doing the right thing, just focusing down on the castles, ignoring this army at the top that really can't get through this wall no matter how long they try. Maybe Bean Dip needs to just get the upgrades and go for it here. The defense upgrades are going to be the most important. I'm not sure why she's got +2 attack before +2 defense, but she is doing +2 defense right now. And all in all, I mean, still, I'd say we're reasonably close. I think I'd say that Project Belgium's team's slightly ahead at this stage of the game, just due to how on fire Hank's base is at the moment. But, you know... They can recover from that, maybe. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. That's the question, right?
Yeah, Hank needs to get economy going. Like, he's 56 bills. Like, either he gets support from his teammates and resources, which he should probably be getting, and also at the same time rebuilding his eco. Just build further back is what I think he needs to do, and he is actually going to do that now. Because otherwise, you can't keep producing units, and then the problem gets a lot worse. And now we're starting to see here DauT really starting to get into his stride. Look at this bombard towers. Those war wagons, not elite yet, but they are being researched as we speak. Oh, this is disgusting.
I mean, to be honest with you, DauT's setback earlier on was pretty huge, actually. If you consider where DauT is right now compared to Viper, you know, we've seen Viper be at this sort of late stage of the game, be sort of prepared to take fights quite early on, whereas DauT's really played more of a supporting role here. But, I mean, that's really just in part due to the fact DauT's on the flank, Viper's in the pocket. But now that DauT is getting with, you know, the elite war wagons and the bombard towers, this is going to become so much harder to deal with. The elephants were bad enough on their own, but backed up by war wagons, yeah, they could be in a lot of trouble down here.
This is a real trouble. I don't know how they're going to sort it out, really. I mean, Viper's now trying to basically try and distract on the right-hand side, keep top of this hill. It's got a lot of monks, but just like, look at how many halberdiers there are to begin with. Interestingly enough, though, Viper did get siege engineers to get that extra range for the bombard cans. I think that's trying to help deal with the bombard towers more than anything else. But it's just interesting to note more than anything else. It's like it is, you know, pulling some of the army away from DauT on the front. Thing is, there's no support from Riot Dash or Hank, unfortunately. So in fact, DauT just be like, okay, let's fight.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not worried.
He's fine to just. I mean, he's taking uphill battle here, but he knows he's got it. Viper going for elite war wagon, but it's coming in a little late, I guess. Might not have many war wagons on the field by the time that comes in. Would have been preferable to have it a little earlier on. Interestingly, in the north side as well, still no real progress for Angelina Jolie. The castles are all still standing. Bean Dip's got +4 defense on the condos now. We've got a lot of camels up here too, and even Onager coming in for her. So I've got a good feeling for Team DauT right here. It looks like they're going to be winning on both sides. They're winning on the south right now, no doubt about that. And I think they're going to be winning on the top side very soon as well, because it is a 2v1 versus Angelina Jolie. And, you know, it doesn't matter how good those camel archers are. If they're outnumbered 2-1, they're not going to hold up.
And there's signs as well, like, Bean Dip's now getting a really good unit here. He's going to start getting some oranges on the field, just getting that researched. That's going to be really nice against those camel archers, because that's all it is. I mean, a few hussars are lined in, but just look at what's available for them right now. They've got Condotieros just basically throw themselves at it. You got the battle elephants. That's just, we know what that's on there. And then you got Indian camels. Like, good grief, how do these camel archers stand up to it?
The only thing that's missing is a little bit more siege. We have got the trebs, but here we go. They're moving forward. Let's see. I mean, look at this. As usual, he's like noping out of there. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm out. I guess we'll see you later. As the castle comes under fire immediately. And, yeah, I mean, it would be nice to see maybe a little more siege here. The 3 trebs are going to be enough to take the castle down pretty quick. And Angelina Jolie now is wondering how the hell he's going to deal with this. He's like, Viper, please, maybe, help me. And Viper's like, nah, I got to kill DauT, man. Sorry. This is looking like it could be the finishing blow, to be honest. This could be the end game situation right here.
Yeah, absolutely. But it looks like a smaller offensive coming on the left, though, from Riot Dash. Got some halberdiers streaming into what was DauT's base, or it is. I don't know. There's not a lot going on here. The rest of Eco is just at the back, but it looks like trying to do some sort of distraction again. But it looks like DauT is firmly interested right now in Viper's army up in the north, towards the north or middle of the map.
Yeah, the middle.
Meanwhile, though, look at this fight though for
keeping him tied up.
Jolie.
Oh well, this is quite good for Angelina. I'm not sure where the coordination is from DauT's team right now. They seem to be a little bit uncoordinated. Being dipped.
It's the spread pattern attack. Spread out.
Yeah.
Go everywhere.
Although,
what they want to do.
Bean Dip is sending some condos in the back, so she's going to start raiding a little over there. But yeah, I mean, the Camel Archers have held up pretty well. I think mostly just because these guys have ran their army in, sort of split up, spread out, like you said, and then these Camel Archers have just clumped together and kept themselves in tight formation. So it's not bad at all. We are going to see the raiding, though, from Bean Dip now, once she's killed this mining camp. Should be quite a lot of damage coming into the trade line, I would assume, fairly soon.
Say goodbye to those 2 castles. Yeah, it is spread out, but in actual fact, they made good use of it, really, for Carney's team. Took out the castle and focused the one where the Camel Arch is now sitting, and then that's forced them out, try and start fighting a little bit, so a bit wasteful, but it did its purpose, I guess, so...
Well, also, they're hurting the production of Camel Archers, so once they're gone, you know, he's only got 2 castles left to train them from now. So that's a good thing for these guys. That's a big victory for them in the north, I would say. And in the south, things look to be a little more stalematey. The fight between Viper and DauT here, both of them getting up to, with their bombard towers, getting a lot of war wagons out, and that ended up being a little bit of a victory for Viper in the end. But I think the big story is this push in the north side, and Bean Dip's raiding in the trade. She's killing a lot of trade out here.
Oh, yes. Down, Bean Dip. And that's actually really important. Like, look how much trade actually creating right now. Like, Viper's up to 60, and they actually got a little bit more than actually the other teams. This is actually really important because if it went much longer, then the gold swing should start affecting Viper's team in their favor. But
yes.
However, though, as you said, for the Berbers in particular, really relies on those castles, and it just lost 2, down to 2 production. So not the best, especially when you go up against 3 players. Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh, but. It is though, Siege Onager then from
Viper coming in. That's actually really big.
Sneaky appearance.
Could be. I don't know actually. I think Siege Onagers always have the potential to do so much damage, right? But we'll see. I mean, Bean Dip here probably not going to be clumping her Condottiero too closely together, so maybe the Siege Onager won't be so effective. We'll see.
Yeah, he needs to get a couple more. One alone is not going to really cut it, to be honest. But still, though, I do think Andrew Jolie is positioning really well with those Camel Archers. Like, he knows that down to 2 production, so he's got to make sure whatever he has is kept alive, essentially, while he rebuilds. But unfortunately, though, being forced back does mean that 3rd one will go down. That's a big loss once more. Needs some help from Viper.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, he can keep retreating and keep his Camel Archers alive, but at the cost of his castles, or you can lose his Camel Archers defending his castles, and then hopefully still be able to make them later on. I mean, it's the balance of that you have to find there, I guess. But yeah, down in the south side, we're seeing a lot of Halbs coming out. So Riot Dash there, taking our advice to heart, going full Halberdier mode, which is exactly what he needs to do. Gets full upgrades on his Halbs for the Portuguese as well, so pretty solid. Going to stop the push from Project Belgium a little bit. While DauT looks like he wants to try and go raiding with his war wagons. And looks like he will get shut down by Henk's quick wall. Very nicely done. Closing in DauT's war wagons there. Not bad at all.
Oh, yeah. That was quite nice.
Yeah, that was really nice. Quick reaction. And there may be a hole.
Yeah,
we'll see.
There's always a hole.
We'll see. Oh, meanwhile in the north side, I think this is Team DauT's game, to be honest. The line has completely been broken for Angelina Jolie here. He's only got one castle left, and I think that castle could easily go down if Carlini was to deploy his trebs on the right side. No way for him to defend that.
No, I can't see this standing up for long.
So yeah, I think
but
this is
to its
looking
credit,
good.
though, a really good job considering the situation. You have to say. But it is coming to an end, though, on this right-hand side. While left is no real difference. Like, this has been like this for the past, what, 20, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Not a lot going on. Like, a lot of fighting, but nothing to really talk about, unfortunately.
I just want to highlight the KD of Project Belgium here.
Oh, what the...
1,000 kills, 450 deaths with his elephants. I mean...
That value.
Oof, not bad at all. I don't know, actually, though. I mean, a battle elephant is over twice the cost of a halberdier, so you could argue that he's not traded very effectively value-wise, but I think you would probably also agree that he's able to get a bigger momentum swing with elephants versus just halbs, right? So the elephants have still been a great choice this game, and a good frontline unit on both flanks, in fact.
Absolutely. It has literally saved the game for DauT, and in fact probably won it actually. So it's strong. You know, we were saying that, you know, we need to step up, and he did, and it's probably now allowed him to hopefully win the game. In the meantime, though, about the north, oh yeah, still looking rough.
There's condos going in, and keeping up that raiding. Beandip's got the right idea. At this stage of the game, when there's a big hole in the wall, just go straight through and get the raids going.
Yeah, look at Angelina Jolie's pop, like 34 bills and just dropping. Like, that's bad news.
I was going to say, there's not much left, is there?
There's not much left, is there? No. But the trade's now exposed. That's a bigger thing, really. The trade is now exposed. And that's the biggest problem right now for Viper's team, is not only the collapse of the right-hand side, but the trade. And if that gets picked off, it is definitely game over. There's nothing that can be done.
The Imperial Camels from Carlini trying to bring it to the war wagons over here, but they end up getting converted and cleaned up. But all in all, like I say, if there's nothing left in Angelina Jolie's base, it is just a free, easy route into the trade line. And at this stage, I mean, maybe some ranged units in there, just because they're a little more effective at killing off the trade, so you don't have to chase them down. But the condos are pretty fast and unpredictable, and they can quite easily catch the trade cards out as well.
Clearly. So, but Stone being sent to Project Belgium.
Oh, Belgium, yeah, he's doing Arambai right now, actually. Look, he's...
Oh, yeah.
I think the plan is stick the Arambai in the trade line. Not even that, but just having Arambai in general is incredibly powerful anyway. I don't know. I mean, the War Elephant's probably still better to push with, but now they've actually broken through. Getting some Arambai to back it up seems good.
Yeah, they need some sort of unit to kill the trade with quite effectively, and the Arambai would be very good at doing so. I would say the Genesee Crossbow would be very good, but again, it is Conditeras out at the moment, so... But it's fine. Gets sorted. But still, Angelina Jolie's still got a massive military, though. Probably thanks to some sort of...
He's got a lot of camels. 86 of them.
Look at Angelina Jolie's res. Look at his res.
Its res.
Look at its res. Yeah, look at its res. I mean, this player, this blue player, has a lot of resources.
Yes.
It is getting slung though a bit, probably from Viper or so on, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it is or where it came from, as long as it produces units, and it 152 pop now.
Trying to hold the line. The thing is, though, I mean, look at this. It's still kind of 2v1. And you've got Imperial Camels versus Heavy Camels. The Imperial Camel with 20 extra health and additional 1 pierce armor. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is 1... Wait, hold on. Yeah, that is correct. And the Heavy Camels from Angelina Jolie just can't stand up to that. Not to mention the fact there's, hey, some hand cannons behind it and some condos running through as well. It's really Yeah, really nice for these guys right now.
Yeah, making the best effort Viper though. Bombard towers in the trade line itself. It's got a couple of stations and building another one in Angelina Jolie's base. So still clicking on. Towards the south though, any more developments? Well, actually, it looks like DauT's starting to mass up quite a few elite war wagons, it has to be said. But it looks like Riot Dash is making a good effort taking out those bombard cannons that are stationed.
Yeah, the bombards have gone, but I think they've still got a huge problem. And that is that they cannot beat this combo of elephants and war wagons. They just don't have anything to deal with that right now. I mean, Haubs are great against the elephants, but they suck against the war wagons out here. And the war wagons are now massed up into a really big death ball, let's say. And I think we're going to see DauT's team taking this one very soon here.
Oh my god. Look at how many war wagons there are. Yeah, it's really hard. He just needs Vipers to get some siege onagers. And he is starting to mass a few up. He's got 3 a little bit up to the north from in the middle of the base. Or the middle of the map, sorry.
Yeah.
Should be able to try and get them around. I think he needs that wall to be deleted, actually, from Hank to be able to get them there sooner. Because look where they've got to travel. They've got to travel all the way up, round, down, and towards those.
Yeah. All the way around here, down to the... Yeah, the wall's kind of blocking things a little bit, I guess. But, yeah, my game's getting a little laggy at this stage. I don't know if it's because I'm streaming, but it's kind of jittery.
I think I need a little bit of jitter, but I just think that's just... I mean, there's just so much
death going on.
Oh, death.
Death, destruction.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it does seem to me like Angelina Jolie here, he's able to keep pumping out those units, but resources are going to start getting tight before long.
Man, just been sent an absolute plethora. 2,500 gold from Hank? Hank, are you a bank? He's got 3... He's got little of everything else, but he's got 3k gold.
Well, he is Dutch, and I think the Dutch are well known for having a lot of money.
What?
So, yeah, I think he's going to send that over to Angelina Jolie to try and hold the line over there. What?
I must find some more Dutch.
Did you never play Age of Empires 3? Like, the Dutch had, like, the best banks.
Well, I never really played Age of Empires 3. But anyway.
Anyway.
I mean, that... great game. But, no, I'm kidding. I have a cold, okay? Just developed 5 minutes ago. Anyway.
The Dutch had the only banks, in fact. There you go. According to Robo in the chat.
Oh, God.
The resident Age of Empires 3 expert.
Bloody Robo.
He knows everything.
No, every time, right? Just hijacks the stream when he can. Anyway, Elite Inner Tools coming out from Hank.
Yeah,
I hope you appreciate
it. The genitors.
Genitals, because you find it difficult.
They are a tool to counter the war wagons.
Genitals. Is a tool.
Yes, it is a tool to counter the war wagons, but it's not enough because the GGs are being called. And it looks like Team DauT and his 3 apprentices are going to be victorious in game number 1. Very, very good, strong start. And I guess even more surprisingly, very balanced teams. We got to an hour and 24 of game time right there.
Yeah.
Not bad going at all for, well, considering that the 2 flanks were the opposite skill levels, if that makes sense.
Yep. It was actually quite interesting. Good result, actually, for DauT's team. I thought it was pretty good performance from Belgium, for sure.